Hello dear students, today I will discuss part 14 of Unit 6 P block elements. As in previous lecture, that is part 13, I told you about hydrochloric acid, its preparation, properties and usage, and then I told you about the oxo acid of halogen. In that oxo acid, I told you about how can you find the acidic property of oxo acid, and also how can you know the stability of oxo acid and oxidizing nature of oxo acid. In that I told you the stability of conjugate base is directly proportional to stable acidity of oxo acid. I also told you that acidic property of oxo acid directly proportional to oxidation state of central atom, that is HClO4 is stronger acid than HClO3. This is due to more stability of conjugate base of HClO4, that is ClO4 minus, than ClO3 minus, and this is also due to more the charge on Cl in HClO4, that is +7 charge, with respect to HClO3 that have +5 charge on Cl. So now dear students, let us focus on part 14. Here I will discuss about group 18 elements. So after studying part 14, you will be able to know topics of group 18 elements, then know general introduction of group 18 elements, then you will be able to explain atomic, physical and some chemical properties. So now dear students, let us focus on the topics of group 18 elements. So here only you have to know about general introduction, electronic configuration, occurrence, trends in physical and chemical properties and usage. That means whatever given in the NCERT book for group 18 elements, everything you have to know in this board examinations. That means nothing is excluded from group 18 elements. So now dear students, let us focus on the general introduction. This is given in the form of table also. The group 18 elements, this is according to modern periodic table. It is also known as zero group elements. This is because they have zero valency due to chemical inertness and also due to complete shell, and then here also given noble. Here noble means that is some compounds of these gas have been obtained under a specific condition, so that's why it is also known as noble gas. Now it is also known as inert gas because this group member have chemical inertness under ordinary conditions, so that's why they are also known as inert gas. Now look the elements: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. One last element that is known as UUO, that is unactinium. So now again you can apply the magic number to find the atomic number of rest of the member after the helium. So helium have atomic number 2, then you have to add 8 for neon, then add 8 for argon, then add 18 for krypton, then add again 18 for xenon, then add 32 for radon, and then again add 32 for UUO, that is unactinium. Now about the remark, all these are gases and also all are non-metals, but radioactivity is only belong to the radon. That means radon is radioactive elements out of these gases. So now dear students, some notable points regarding the group 18 elements. So point number 1, recent researcher proved that under special conditions some of them can form chemical compounds, especially xenon with oxygen and fluorine. Hence these are now called noble gas but not inert gas. Second, the noble gas occupies only approximate 1% of atmosphere. That means these gases are present in air in very less amount. So that's why they are also known as rare gas and also known as erogens. So this is another name of group 18 elements, rare gas or erogens. Then air is most abundant of all inert gas in atmosphere, but the helium is second most abundant gas in the universe after the H2. So that means the first 5 elements is mostly occurs in air, that is having the volume approximate 1%. So nowadays students, let us focus on the general electronic configuration. The general electronic configuration of group 18 elements are given as follows: NH2, NP6, here n equal to 2 to 7, n is given the number of periods, that is number of cell. So the number of cell from 2 to 7 have this configuration, except helium which have 1h2 configuration. So that means only helium complete their duplet, but all other group 18 elements complete their octet, and due to this reason these elements are inactive in nature. Now students, let us focus on the occurrence. All the noble gas except radon occur in the atmosphere. Their atmospheric abundance in the dry air is approximate 1% by volume, of which argon is the major constituent, having the percentage near about 0.934. Now radon can be obtained as the decay product as given below. So look the reaction: radium having the mass number 226 and atomic number 88. When decay, it will produce radon and helium. So by this way radon can be obtained. Now students, let us focus on the next property, that is electron gain enthalpy. So since noble gas have stable electronic configuration, that's why they have no tendency to accept the electrons, and therefore they have large positive value of electron gain enthalpy. So this is also most important points regarding the group 18 elements, कि why the electron gain enthalpy of group 18 elements is positive or 0. So you have to write the answer in the term of electronic configuration. Now students, next property, physical property. So all the noble gas are monatomic. This you can calculate by the MOT by using the bond order formula. So here the bond order formula equal to number of bonding electrons minus number of anti-bonding electron divided by 2. So look about the, if you once say that can the He2 can be formed, so by bond order formula you can show that in case of He2 it contains 4 electrons, 2 electrons in bonding orbitals and 2 electrons in anti-bonding orbitals, like this, sigma 1h2 and sigma star 1h2. So 2 minus 2 divided by 2, this will give 0. So 0 bond order also prove that monatomic nature. And for monatomic gas, the Cp by Cv ratio, that is the specific heat at constant pressure divided by specific heat at constant volume, this will equal to 1.66. So this is also indicate the monatomic nature of group 18 elements. So they are colorless, odorless and tasteless. They are strangely soluble in water. They have low melting points and boiling points, because the only one type of interaction in these elements is weak dispersion force, that is London force. This I also told you in the chapter chemical bonding. The weakest force is London force, and that is only generate due to the motion of electrons, and this generate for just a moment. This is also due to dispersion of electrons. So that's why this force is also known as dispersion force. Now about the strangely soluble in water. This is again that even the inert gas are dissolved in water, so the polar nature of water will polarize the molecules of, that is the atom of helium, neon, argon, and due to this polarization here one interaction develop, that is known as dipole induced dipole interaction. So that's why they are strangely soluble, and the solubility increases down the group. This is due to more size of xenon. That's why xenon is more soluble than rest of the group 18 elements. Now students, let us focus on the properties of these gases. the atomic radius, this I told you that down the group increases, there is no doubt. Then ionization enthalpy. Now down the group, as you know that down the group the nuclear charge becomes same but number of cell increases. That's why the electrons come far from nucleus, and that's why the enthalpy of ionization decreases down the group. Then electron gain enthalpy, this is all positive for all the gases. So look the conditions here. Here values are given only to understand about the enthalpy of ionization and electron gain enthalpy. There is no need to learn this value. Now atmospheric content, that is percentage by volume. So 5.24 into 10 to the power minus 4 is the percentage of helium. 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3, this is the percentage of neon. Then percentage of argon is 0.3934. Then 1.14 into 10 to the power minus 4. Then 8.7 10 to the power minus 6. So you can find the order by looking the percentage. In that condition, argon is the most abundant. Then second neon. Then after helium, then krypton, and then xenon. Now focus on the melting points. So look about the melting points. Down the group, melting point increases because the van der Waals force of interaction increases down the group. Similarly, boiling points also increases down the group. This is due to increase in van der Waals force of attraction. Now helium is having the lowest boiling point in all the elements. That is 1 out of 118 elements. Helium has lowest boiling points. So these are some points about the group 18 elements. Nowadays students, some noteworthy points which are very much important for examination point of view. In noble gas join the two extremely reactive groups element, that is halogen have maximum capacity to gain electron, and alkali metals are in a mood to get rid of valence electron, but their link, that is noble gas, neither lose electron nor accept electrons. Then second noteworthy points, they have maximum IP value, that is ionization potential value, and minimum electron gain enthalpy. So that's why they neither lose electrons neither gain electrons. Then their atoms are held together by, as I told you, that weak van der Waals force of attraction, that is known as London force or dispersion force. And down the group, atomic mass and surface area, that is volume, increases. Hence the extent of force of attraction increases. As a result of that, down the group, what increases? This is given here. Polarizability also increases, solubility also increases, melting points and boiling points also increases, in ease of adsorption also increases, the ease of liquefaction also increases, enthalpy of fusion and enthalpy of vaporization. So these all property increases due to increase in van der Waals force of attraction. So dear students, here the polarizability means the polarization of electron cloud in valence shell increases down the group. This is due to these electron clouds get away from nucleus down the group. That's why xenon can be maximum polarized but helium can be minimum polarized. Some more property you have to know that about the electrical conductivity, as they have fairly good electrical conductivity as low pressure and high voltage. Now some more point you noted down. Down the group, some more property decreases. So these property are IP, that is ionization potential, decreases, and electrical conductivity also decreases. So these are some property which increase or decrease down the group, and this is also very much important for examination point of view. Now one more thing you have to note down, that what the atomic radius. The atomic radius of noble gas are formed due to larger than those of halogens. This is due to increased electronic repulsion between completely filled valence electrons in noble gas. And also one more thing we have to note down, that atomic radius in case of group 18 elements are considered as van der Waals radius. So this I also told you that van der Waals radius is much more bigger than metallic radius, and then metallic radius is bigger than atomic radius. This I also told you in class 11 chapter 3rd. Now let us focus on the chemical properties. This is also very much important. In general, noble gases are least reactive. Their inertness to chemical reactivity is attributed to the following regions. So first of all, you have to find the region. The region is noble gas except helium, that having the 1s2 configuration, have completely filled NH2 NP6 electronic configuration. So that's why they are chemically inert. Now next, they have high annihilation enthalpy and more positive electron gain enthalpy. So due to these two reasons, the chemical reactivity of inert gas is less than other element. Now dear students, the first noble compound prepared by Neil Bartlett was XePTF6. So this can be prepared by this way, that is O2 plus PTF6 minus, lead to the discovery of XePTF6 since first annihilation enthalpy of molecular oxygen, that is 1175 kilojoule per mole, was almost identical with that of xenon, that is 1170 kilojoule per mole. So that's why, that means this lead the discovery of compound of xenon. So as you know that about the chemical reactivity, xenon, radon and krypton have been found to be react chemically, and the reactivity increases down the group from krypton to radon. So that's why the compound of krypton, xenon and radon can be formed till now, in which the maximum compound is found by xenon. So this is due to, one question may be arises, why the xenon form the largest number of compound out of inert gas. So your answer should be like this: xenon has largest size, low annihilation enthalpy and highest polarizing power. That's why it can form number of chemical compound. One question may be arises, why helium neon do not form compound. So this question can be also answered like this: helium is small size and high enthalpy of ionization and least polarizing power. Therefore, no chemical compound of helium can be formed till now. So these are some basic property which we have to know for your board examinations. So now dear students, one more thing you have to note down, that the polarization of power of xenon is 20 times more than helium. So now dear students, some more property, that means about the solubility. This I also told you, if they are slightly soluble in water, helium is the least soluble, and the solubility in water increases on moving down the group, that is from helium to xenon. This is due to increase in size and polarization nature of these elements by water molecules. That is, the solubility of these gases are nearly 8 to 40 ml per liter at 25 degrees centigrade, and this is due to basically dipole induced dipole interaction. So now about solubility of inert gas in water, the reason behind this is dipole induced dipole interaction. So that's why inert gas are soluble. This is due to dipole induced dipole interaction. The dipole are generated by the water, and the inert gas can be induced dipole by dipole of water. So that's why here the dipole induced dipole interaction take place in solubility of inert gas. Now some more questions you have to focus, that is, one question may be arises, write the ease of liquefaction of inert gas. So again here, down the group, the intermolecular force of attraction increases. So that's why down the group the ease of liquefaction increases. So that means xenon easily liquefy than helium. So this is also one more question may be arises, why the helium do not easily liquefy. So this is due to very weak van der Waals force. That's why they are not easily liquefied. Some more questions may be arises, that is about the adsorption power on the coconut. So this is also can be answered in the term of van der Waals force of attraction. So more the atomic weight, more will be the van der Waals force of attraction, and more will be the power of absorption. So that's why xenon absorbs first on coconut, then helium. So now dear students, these are some basic property which are related to group 18 elements. So now let us focus on the some worked out example. The first question, helium neon do not form compound with fluorine. Explain. The helium and neon being smaller in size possesses very high ionization energy, and thus their electrons cannot be excited to higher energy level like xenon, and thus they do not form compound with fluorine. So that's why you can write the answer like this. That means more the ionization enthalpy of helium and neon that cannot be overcome by the fluorine. Now second question, xenon has closed cell configuration but form compound with fluorine. Explain. So look at here, xenon has relatively lower ionization enthalpy among inert gas, and thus the outermost cell electrons of xenon are excited to d subcell and thereby showing unpaired electronic configuration, and therefore xenon show covalent bonding with fluorine, showing the sharing of electron pair. So that means simply due to less ionization enthalpy, fluorine can be oxidized xenon and form the compound with xenon. Now question number third, explain why solubility of noble gas in water is more than of hydrogen. So again here look the conditions. In presence of polar water molecules, noble gas atom is polarized, and weak dipole induced dipole attraction force are responsible for their solubility. Now larger atom are more polarized, so that's why solubility increases with increase in size of atom. But H2 being less polarized is less soluble than noble gases. This is due to small size of hydrogen. Now next, why do noble gases have comparatively large atomic size? So again I told you that here you have taken the van der Waals radii, so that's why noble gas have large size than halogen, and also in their respective periods. That is because they do not form covalent bond, and we can measure only van der Waals radii which are bigger than covalent. That's why they have large atomic sizes in their respective periods. So now the students, here some questions are given as self-assessment test. So look the question and find the answer from PPT video. The first question, noble gas have very low boiling points. Why? Second, PTF6 and xenon are mixed together. Explain. Third, why do noble gas, that is xenon, form compound with fluorine and oxygen only? Question number 4, give reason for the following. Among the noble gases, only xenon is well known to form chemical compound. Now question number 5, why is electron affinity of group 18 elements almost zero? Or this question may be arises like this, कि noble gas have large positive value of electron gain enthalpy. Explain. So write your answer from PPT video. Question number 6, why do noble gas exist as monatomic? This I also told you. Now question number 7, why is ionization energy of noble gas highest in respective period although they are larger than halogen? So this I also told you. So from PPT video, look the answer by seeing the PPT video properly and also listening the PPT video properly. Now the students, same thing again repeated. Do all work in classwork copy. Prepared a note with the help of PPT video, but one thing added here that is new for you: revision plus practice plus patience plus proper orientation. This will give 100% success. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning. Thank you, dear students.